Yes, yes, yes. What's going on, everyone? Um, Give me about another 4 more minutes and we're going to start the program. I appreciate everybody that's going to be coming in. Thank you so much. And I'm excited for this one. So we're going to, like I said, give me about another 4 minutes and we will get things started. All right, everybody. I'm gonna play these two tunes and then we're gonna start the show. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I appreciate everybody coming through. Another transition series, y'all. I happen to be House That Speaks. I am a DJ, content creator, as well as a designer. You can see one of my shirts that I'm wearing. And we do these transition series because I want to give back to what this great music has given me as far as DJing and things of that nature. So, what we're going to tackle today is I'm going to show you how I approach mixing organic house music. Now, of course, if you saw my last transitions, I went through the motions of showing you how I mix melodic house and techno. Now, both genres are what they call the down tempo part of house music. So it's more mellow, more soothing, and things of that nature. In fact, I'm going to quickly read to you. Oh, sorry, I had to grab my other mouse here. Okay, I'm going to quickly read to you what is organic house music. Now, I'm only going to read you the actual definition. All the other parts of it, I'm going to have it posted on the subscription blocks after the show so you can have the rest of the information. Organic house is a subgenre of house music that blends deep, melodic, and ethnic elements with natural earthly sounds. It is that's what it pretty much is. It's different from soulful, from deep, from jackin, from tech house, because like I said, it's more of a down tempo feel. You know, when they said the melodic overtones, you're gonna hear more of like nature. Like, say for instance, you're outside and you're in this wilderness, and all you listening to is the birds singing. You probably hear a hummingbird here. You probably hear the moving of water if you're by a river, things of that nature. Or if you're by a beach, you can actually hear the seagulls, the ocean, and things of that nature. That's pretty much what organic house brings. It brings that natural, that nature feel. You know, now don't get me wrong, it's not at any stretch of the imagination that you can't dance to it, because you can. Now, usually when DJs play organic house, they usually play by between 110 to 124 BPM. BPM stands for beats per minute. Now, today, during my demonstration, I'm going to hit the 124 BPM threshold, because when I play this type of genre, I do hit it at that particular round. I think I have went to 123 before, but not so much. So let's quit all the preliminaries. But but I would like to, while I'm getting things prepared, I would like to let you know, if you are new to transitions, please note that we have these particular segments every third Saturday at noon Central Daylight Time, because now we at daylight, so I might as well make the proper pronunciation. And if you're in the East Coast, that's 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So just want to make sure I bring that out to the forefront. Now, before I start my tracks, let me tell you the first two tracks that you listen to as the introduction. The first one was called was called Ends, and it was the extended mix. You know what? Hold on. Let me click to these. So I want to be reaching for them. Okay, here we go. The first one is called Ends Can You Love, the extended mix by Mark, I think it's Mark X. Well, I'll spell the name. It's Marek, and looks like it says I guess he's from France. Now, Now, the second, well, I mixed it in with the track called Self Thoughts by Jaden I think it's Fuka. And that name is spelled, the last name is spelled Fonka. Now, these particular genres, I will be these are pretty much new tracks that I downloaded about a couple of days ago. So they're fresh and new. So they're not old classic organic house. They're pretty much new. So after we do that, after I go through that, then I'm going to, of course, do our mini mix, which is a 6-track mini mix, and I'm definitely going to make sure I keep these keep it as being as new and fresh as possible. So now the first one, we're going to start out with the first track called When Dunes Breed by Giovanni Lucchetti. That's Lucchetti. And we're going to mix it in with another track called, I think it's called Estrata, which is the extended mix, and that's by Remark. That's what it says. So we're going to make sure I have everything in readiness. I apologize for that. So we're gonna go ahead and lower my volume, and let's get to it. Now, one other thing about, like I said, when it comes to organic house, you're always going to recognize a lot of different elements. Looks like this track has a lot of a drum beat. You hear the drums in the background. That's the Congo. So it's got that little Latin flavor into it. So we're going to see what we're going to do with it. Sorry about that. Let me get back here. Now, as you can see, what I did was there was a small little break on the first track, so that's why I went ahead and bring the other track in on that. Now, like I said, I'm not too familiar with this genre. I played it a few times. I haven't played it as many times as I played the other genres of house. But from what I can understand is that there, like I said, there's a lot of beautiful melodies, beautiful effects that you can always hear in the background when it comes to playing this genre. So you have to be aware of those things. And you also have to be aware of where to position the second track, because sometimes it won't fall under the 4x4. So you have to really listen to the tracks. That's why I always stress the importance of knowing your music and the importance of always listening to your tracks. Now, when you get more in tune as a DJ, you can pretty much know where to position the second track for your transition. So, remember, it's always dropping on the one. As long as you know that particular aspect, you should not make a mistake as far as preparing your transition. As long as you know that aspect of it. Now, the next track we're going to start out with is called Ma. It's M-A-J. I think the J is silent, so we're just going to say Ma. And it's by Remark. The second one is called Synchronicity, the Shobi Natural remix by Oscar Jones. Now, if they using the word "show me," which is a Japanese word, I'm expecting a Japanese musical overtone in this particular track. So, but we're going to discover together to see what's up. So, let me lower my volume and let's get to it. Now, just to give you a caveat, I am also learning a new, I won't say skill, just learning a new way of doing my transitions. Um, this was brought to me by the members of my crew, which I am part of. It's called the Red Lab here in Chicago. And, one of the DJs in particular was letting me know that when I was doing my transitions, it was too bassy. I was having bass on top of bass, and the sound quality wasn't crisp enough. So, what he told me is I need to learn how to bass swap, or just transition from the bass on one track to the bass of the second track, which means that not only that I'm doing my transitions as far as transitioning one track to the next track, make sure that I'm transitioning the bass portion of it, which is your low EQ. Make sure I'm switching in from track A to track B, or track B to track A, depending on, vice versa. So that's one of the things that I'm learning. So if you see me doing that, this is just something that I picked up. Now, once I get, the hang of it, I'll probably do a segment on that, because I know I saw one on YouTube, and the guy didn't really, the DJ didn't really explain it as much as the people who taught, who showed me how to do this, explain it further. So once I get really comfortable doing it, then I'm going to do a transition segment. But as you heard, what I did was on my, they had a nice amount, less long, extended introduction. So what I did was I just went ahead and just went on and did the transition to the second track. So that's how I approach that. Now, let's see. All right, cool. We still got some time. Now I know that when going through these, especially this particular genre, it might not be as, you know, exciting as, your usual genres when it comes to house music. But from what I have believed in and still believe in to this day, you should be well rounded in every genre of underground house music, underground music. Now, I know there's certain genres that I prefer not to dabble in because, you know, they don't suit my style. And that's the other thing. You can be real rounded. Make sure when you approach that, make sure that it suits your style. Now, like I said, I have dabbled in this particular genre that we're talking about now, along with the other down tempos, which is melodic and also progressive, and of course, techno and tech house, and then the other house subgenres that's out there. And those are like my main focus as far as the genres that I want to, you know, focus on. And of course, UK garage as well, and also disco. So, just want to put that out there. So, let's continue. The next track I'm going to be going is called "Happy Man Alive" by I cannot even pronounce that, but I'm going to spell it for you. It's MEA. No, I'm sorry. It's MESKALINO. Okay, and then the I'm gonna be transitioning to the second track, which is called "Missing Mama." I like that name, by Leno Wilson Tumba. Last name spells TIMBA. So Tumba. So we're gonna go with that. So let's lower the volume and let's get to it. right. Let me get back to it so everybody can see me. Now, I did the same thing that I did with the previous transitions. I noticed that it had a nice lengthy intro, so I went ahead and just drop it on the one for the second track, and then proceed my transitions. That's pretty much when you doing transitions. You want to make sure that you are positioning the tracks so that if you know that if they're having to be vocal for vocal, yeah, you definitely want to make sure you be mindful of positioning it so the vocals will clash. And also when it comes with with the melodies and stuff like that, you want to make sure that they don't clash as well, and you also want to make sure that everything is in time and in and on point. So that's always the key ingredient of of mixing. Always, like I said, fundamentals, 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 always with the fundamentals. Okay, let's see, here we go. So for the next one, oh, might not be able to use that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now what I also do with every track that I upload and purchase is I make sure that I have my cue points set at a certain way. I know there's a good number of DJs that set cue points at various areas of the actual track. I set my cue point always at the beginning because it's my indicator where I want to make sure that when I do drop it on the one and start my transition, I know that it's going to be right there on that one. Because remember, it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's when you drop it on the one. That's why when it's called dropping on the one, because remember, every phrase has, I think it's every phrase or every bar has 4 beats. There's 4 beats to a bar. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but always, every time before you hit a transition, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You always drop it on that one. You never drop it on the 4. If you drop it on the 4, I guarantee you, you're going to experience a train wreck. You don't want that, and especially if you're doing a live stream and especially if you're at a live gig. That's the one thing you don't want. Now, don't get me wrong. None of us DJs are perfect. Things happen, mistakes happen, errors happen. That comes with the territory. But you want to make sure that you pay attention to the fundamentals as much as possible. That's the important ingredient. Now, for the next 2 tracks, the first one is called Little Flower by Ivan Futura. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. I had Little Flower. I had another Little Flower on there as well, but I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna use another track. So bear with me while I get that positioned. Okay, let me share. I have it. Yep, here we go. Now, the second track is called Time Warp by Beto, I think it's Ruve. And the last name is spelled Ruve. So, I try to spell the last names because I don't want to disrespect the producer by butchering their name. So, if you're one of the producers that's listening to this, please please accept my apologies if I happen to butcher your name, but I definitely will make sure that your last name, if you have the last name, is spelled correctly so everybody can know and you can be recognized. So, let's lower the volume and let's go. Sorry about that. Okay. Now with this one here, the little flower had a vocal in there, and I kind of like that because at least I know one of the tracks had a vocal in it, and it was a beautiful vocal. And the time warp didn't have a vocal, so so when you have a track that's vocal and you have a track that's instrumental, your the way to always approach that is to make sure that when you're transitioning to the from the vocal track to the non-vocal track, make sure that the non-vocal tracks you can hear all the instruments and things of that nature, and and then you can ease the instrumental version of the vocal track so you can hear the portion, and it almost sounds like you know the vocal has a different element to it. So that's the approach on that one. So that was pretty interesting to know that there was a vocal there. I do enjoy playing sets that has vocal, and then I also like playing sets. I like doing transition when one one is vocal and the other one is not. So it's always a good experience to do that because I do a lot of what I say. I do a lot of mixes. I mean mixes and blends. Combo blends is what I call them. I do a lot of combo blends where I find one good, two good tracks. One could be vocal, one could be instrumental, or they both can be instrumental, and I blend those together to make them sound like a different production that's formed. Of course, I'm not a I'm not a producer, but you get the gist of it. If there's a producer out there, they understand what I'm talking about. You get a new sound, a new element that's forming. And especially when it can be, you know, harmonized and together, then you have something beautiful going on. It's about time. Okay, I think this is gonna be yeah. This is probably gonna be my last demo, and then we're gonna get to six the 6 track mini mix. So okay, I'm just getting this position now. So the first track is called "Love on the Rail Train." It's the it's the Tangerine Dream extended cover. Say that 3 times. It's by Proof. Yep, that's the name of the producer, Proof. And then and then it'll be transitioned to the second track called Flower. By it's the I think this the I'm gonna spell it. It's Ivadro remix, and it's by Lemitra. Yeah, that's spelled Limetra. So, just want to make sure you got that. Okay, so we're gonna lower the volume and we're gonna get to it. Okay, I hope everybody got a full gist of how to approach organic house tracks are being mixed. If you are a DJ and you mix this genre, why don't you sign out on the comments and let me know your experience of playing I'm sorry, playing organic house. I said Malak, and I apologize for that. Playing organic house and how you approach it, and and what's your experience playing this genre, and if you played it out in gigs or if you play it via live stream, let me know your experience on that so we can have a conversation on that. So, and I'm very intrigued to know what my fellow DJs who solely play this genre, thinks of how I approach the transition part of it. So now we're gonna get with the 6 track mini mix, because I know my clock here has 46 minutes, and unfortunately I'm not trying to rush this particular Amaras, but I have a raid train that I'm doing later on today, and that's going to be on my Twitch channel. And if you want to go check me out, just go to twitch.tv/househeadspeaks_, and I will be playing. It's the raid train is called it's House Masters, and it's the 21st volume, and my set begins at 5 p.m. Central Time, and that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I also will be playing on another raid train that's called Vibe for the Tribes, Escaping Winter. There's 2 stages, but I'm on stage 1. That's the Afro House and soulful and all that. As a matter of fact, I'm planning on playing an maybe Afro soulful house combo on that particular raid train. That is tomorrow, which is Sunday, and that'll be 3 p.m. Central Time, and that's 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is so you just go to my channel. Please follow my channels and follow all my socials. I appreciate the support. Hold on for a minute. Let me drink my water. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do it on the microphone, but that's okay. That's why it's live. And just know that all my transitions series is live. So, and also you can also find my ones that I've done in the past. I have a playlist. You just look under transitions on YouTube, and you can check out all the transition series videos that I have done. Also, one more thing I wanted to get out before I start my mini mix. I started a weekly show called the Groove Rant, and it was being aired at Twitch House Nation Music. Well, and it was me playing music. I was playing. It was genre specific, so I was just playing a certain genre all through the show, which was an hour and a half, and then in 30 minutes I will have a discussion or rant. So I pretty much combined my Monday night rant to a show, and it was gaining ground and things of that nature. But unfortunately, the people who runs House Nation Music decided to say that they didn't want talk on their Twitch platform, which was kind of silly because number one, I was 6 episodes in, and number two, that wasn't the deal that was struck between me and their liaison. But unfortunately, those things happen. But fret not, everyone, because I decided to move my The Groove Rant to my Twitch channel. So starting this Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time, that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time, the Groove Rant will be live, and it will be on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/househeadspeaks_, and that will be every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. So if you check out my socials, just search for me under House That Speaks. I will be posting the flyer with the information on there, and I hope you guys can go check it out and check out you know the discussions I have. And if you're interested in either listening to the music part or checking out the entire show, I post the replays every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on YouTube. And the audio, just the music portion, that gets posted on Mixcloud. So if you go to my Mixcloud, you do search House That Speaks, you'll see my Mixcloud, and it'll be right there. So just want to let you know about all the nuances here. So, and while I was talking, I should have got my thing set up for the mini mix. I apologize for that. It's been a crazy week. A lot of stuff been going on, but the show must go on, ladies and gentlemen. So always, oh, that don't work. Always realize that the show must go on. So, here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the mini mix with these two tracks. Now, just know that I'm probably going to be doing a lot of fast mixing, and I'm doing it because of YouTube purpose, because the last show that I posted on YouTube, which was my the group rant, I was unable to post the music version because YouTube blocked the entire music version. So I pretty much had to cut that off, and I had to post only the discussion portion. But what I should have done, I should have moved that on to my Monday Night Rant playlist, which I probably would end up doing anyway. But that's neither here or there. So let's go ahead. The first track is called Hypnotic. I think that's correct. Sounds like from the movie The Mummy, but if y'all seen that movie, y'all heard about Hypnotic, correct? If you did, good. It's by Volin. Oh, I'm gonna spell the whole entire producer name. It's spelled VOEN, and the last name is spelled SENTIR. And then I'm gonna mix that with Awakening by DIMO. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna do here. So like I said, it's gonna be a 6-track mini mix. So we're going to lower the volume and let's go. All right. Let me get back so y'all can see my facey. Yeah. Okay. I I usually turn my my background light on, but since it's kind of sunny here in Chicago, I figured I'll use the natural light today. You see the little light in the background. I used to soften that up, but that's okay. It's one of those things. So I hope everybody got something out of this. Like I said, please sign off on the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I have these transitions I do every third Saturday, and then of course my the group rant. I post that on YouTube every Tuesday. So you got two things that you can sink your teeth in when it comes to music. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna tackle next week because I always look at my previous ones and see what, because I know there was a couple ones that I did. I did both genres at on one segment, and I decided this year to start separating those genres. Well, I already covered the down tempo aspect of it because I know I did progressive. Last month I did melodic, and now I'm just completing the organic. So I'll get back into the other genres of house that you guys probably love and enjoy. But anywho, this is House That Speaks. Like I said, thank you again for listening in. Thank you all for joining the chat, and for all those who started to follow me and gave their subscriptions to my channel. I appreciate the support. I'm trying to grow this channel, so please, sign off. Let the word get out about myself, because I'm here to help our young and upcoming DJs to go through their how their DJ journey. So, and also make sure they avoid some of the errors and pitfalls that I had to go through as a DJ myself. And I'm still new to the game, so don't think that I'll tell you right off the bat, I don't know everything. I do all my research. I also converse with other DJs who's been there before me, and I'm still a learning tree. I am still you know I'm still doing the process myself, but I would like to share my experience with you guys so you can take those experience and use that, to to benefit you. So again, thank you so much. Have a great weekend, everyone. And as always, peace and love.